Hi Aries, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. So we're going to do your week ahead reading, 17th to the 23rd of June 2019. And this reading, we are doing the normal reading I've been doing for the past few weeks, which I really quite like. It's called the weekly check-in. As you can see, there's several decks here that I'm using. Same reading, but different decks for different levels of the reading. I really just like seeing how, you'll find that in some readings, the same cards will show out for different decks and stuff, having kind of like much more of a potent meaning to the card. So for the first level, we look at the current self in the week, guys. Theme of the month, theme of the week, sorry, and your key goal for the week. For that, we use the Enchanted Tarot by Poppy Palin. As you guys know, any of you guys that are kind of followers of my channel, you'll know that that's like one of my favourite decks ever. Just an incredible deck of cards. This is one of my newest decks. I've had a few new ones lately. I love the tarot. I'm a collector of tarot cards basically as well. So, I've got about 230 decks now or something. I'd love to have over 1,000, but when I move to a bigger place, we'll see. Spirit Within Tarot by Stephen Bright. I just really love those cards. I think they're just phenomenal. The guy is phenomenal. I think if you check him out, he's tifferettarot.com. He does a blog online. He's really good. So we're going to use those for the midsection, which looks at your obstacle that you need to overcome this week, guys. Any major accomplishments that you're making and what you need to avoid for the week. And then we're going to use my good old mucker, The Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. Definitely one of the first sort of decks that I ever bought when I started tarot, and I've got about 4 or 5 sets of those. Really, really good cards. We look at what you need to embrace for the week through these cards and where you can find support. And then finally, for your spiritual advice for the week, Aries, we are using The Answer is Simple Oracle cards by Sonia Choquette. Just really good. Just so plain, so simple to understand, and really quite effective. All right, so now we've explained what we're using. Let's get on with the actual reading, guys. Here we go. So, let's have a look. First of all, we want our Enchanted Tarot cards. So, Universe Spirit, show me who Aries is for the week. Who is Aries for the week? Okay. Right, this is like kind of your current self in that area there. And can you show me, Universe, what will be the key theme for the week for Aries? What will be the theme of the week for Aries? Okay. And can you show me, show me, Universe, sorry. Key goal. What is Aries' key goal this week? 17th to 23rd of June. What is going to be their key goal? What's their key goal going to be? Okay. Here we go. And that shows in that card there. I'm just going to move these over a little bit so everything looks a bit more central. Okay. I'll pull these up as well a little bit here. There we go. They don't look very central, do they, actually? Hang on. There we go. I'm recording via my iPad Pro today. Usually I do it via the HD camera, which I personally feel has a better kind of finish on the video readings. But because of time constraints, I'm busy, and also because I have to render from the HD camera on the iPad Pro, I can just upload immediately. We're going to use the iPad Pro for those purposes. Show me what obstacles Aries, or the obstacle that Aries needs. So there's 2 cards flipping out there. We're going to take those 2. Usually it's 1 card per area, but the 2 obviously flipped out there. And show me what their main accomplishment will be this week. Okay, there we go. And can you show me what Aries needs to avoid this week? Okay, there we go. Right. And can you show me, please, Universe, what is it that Aries needs to embrace this week? What does Aries need to be embracing this week? Okay. And can you show me, Universe, where can they find support if they need it? Where can Aries find support if it needs support? Okay. And can you just show me, please, Universe, what is the spiritual advice you have for Aries this week? What spiritual advice do you have for Aries this week? Okay. There we go. Right, let's make a start then, guys. Here we go. Right, guys, you are the Knight of Cups, Aries, this week. Some of you guys have got feelings for someone, or some of you guys are wanting to express your feelings, because there's several things with the Knight of Cups. Number one, Knight of Cups is often known as being the romantic knight. So often he is, you know, following his heart's desire. So if he's following his heart's desire in terms of romance, then there's somebody that this guy likes. And with the Knight of Cups energy, you can actually be somebody who's quite flirtatious. You know, you're chatting someone up, you're getting to know someone, you know, you're establishing or trying to establish some form of, you know, romance with someone. This isn't really a card about, you know, strictly committing to someone, but it's really just getting the feels for who someone is, really, with the Knight of Cups. You're pursuing a passion with the Knight of Cups. So you might be pursuing a new romance. You might be pursuing a new job. You might be pursuing a new hobby with the Knight of Cups. It's anything that your heart desires, that's what you're kind of pursuing. And often the Knight of Cups, and sometimes I think the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands characters, they're kind of seen as the Don Juan type of characters, Casanova type of characters, you know. Romantic, but, you know, sometimes his attention can get kind of pulled away. So he's easily distracted, I won't lie. The Knight of Cups can definitely be easily distracted. He's really just at the start of a journey, really, for me, the Knight of Cups is. He's very much focused on his desires and, you know, the things that he's, the things that kind of infuse him with love and interest and that type of thing. So I certainly feel if we just put it into a nutshell, because even though this is a romantic card, it doesn't always have to be romance. And we all know that within the tarot. So let's just say that this week, Aries, some of you guys are following your heart's desires. What is the theme for the week? Oh, Judgment reversed. So, Judgment reversed. I didn't expect that to be reversed. Actually, it's kind of thrown me. Judgment reversed is it's poor judgment. There's several things with Judgment reversed. Number one, Judgment reversed can be a poor judgment. It can be somebody who is erroneously judging you, or vice versa. Judgment reverse is not addressing problems. It's problems that are left unresolved, or you're not addressing things that need to be addressed with the Judgment energy in the reverse showing here. Judgment reverse is lack of renewal. So maybe if some of you guys are pursuing a desire, maybe you've not had any closure. Maybe this is a week for addressing things that have not had any closure. And I actually think that makes more sense for me to say that the theme of the week, or what the focus for the week might be, is on things that have not had any closure to them, either way. And that could be romance as well, especially if this is love. And the theme of the week is, you know, a situation that hasn't been resolved, or a relationship that kind of came to a standstill, and there's been no, because Judgment in the upright is all about getting things out in the open, you know. And sometimes when you get the Judgment card showing up with a card like the Ten of Cups or the Two of Cups, it is seeing, for example, Judgment in the Ten of Cups can be that you're just seeing family again. So you might run into someone, or you might choose to go and see them for a few days. It just depends. But you're seeing someone again when the Judgment card is in the reverse, in the upright, sorry, with a Ten of Cups or with a Two of Cups. Doesn't always mean that you're going to renew the relationship, but it means that you kind of, with Judgment in the upright, you're kind of seeing that person again, or, you know, you're just meeting up on that type of thing. But Judgment reverse is kind of like that's not happening. But also this card is saying that maybe there are situations this week that haven't been that are unresolved, that need to be resolved. Maybe somebody's not making a decision here with the Judgment energy in the reverse. Maybe somebody's been a bit mean and has made some erroneous judgments on another. We'll see what that's about. What is your key goal for the week? The Hermit. Okay, that's interesting. And it's interesting that you show as being the Knight of Cups, and yet your key goal is the Hermit. Well, I think that your key goal with the Hermit is to understand and gain. I don't think that this is about withdrawal, as so many times people say within the tarot, that the Hermit is all about, you know, withdrawing. It is, though, I think, about getting some insight. Sorry, I was just getting a little drink there, guys. That's a little bit dry. So the Hermit. The goal for you guys this week, I think, personally, with this card, because whenever I see the Hermit, what it reminds me of is someone who is examining. For example, in a health reading, your Hermit could be an X-ray. That's what happens with Hermits when it comes to health. You know, sometimes a Hermit can be a hypochondriac when it comes to health. They're consistently looking into things. So I just think that, you know, with the lamp shining kind of here, and he's into a book and stuff, I think that your key goal in the week is to learn something. It's to get some insight. It's to get some information. I don't think it's to withdraw, because this Knight of Cups is saying that you know, right now you're full of desire. You're following your heart's desires. What is the obstacle that you need to overcome? Then the two cards that came out here together, interestingly enough. The Six of Cups, something to do with the past. Page of Wands, energy. I think that this is kind of, this could be a person, the Page of Wands. So you need to overcome the obstacle of the past, the Six of Cups energy. And if you look at the, the Page of Wands isn't looking into the Six of Cups. All right, he's not looking into that. But the Page of Wands is messages, it's communication, but it could also be like a younger Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I actually feel that with this Page of Wands being fire, and you are fire Aries, I actually feel that this is kind of, you need to overcome the, I think that this is arrested development, what I'm getting from here. I don't think this is like a message from the past or a past message or something like that. I mean, it could be. It could be, especially if you're, you know, if there's something about the Judgment energy in the reverse being unresolved issues. Because I actually think that the theme of the week is situations that are unresolved. They've not been kind of dealt with. And your goal is to get your answers with the Hermit energy. But what needs to be overcome is this Six of Cups, which is often about the past. And then you'll notice that there are children on here. And though what I'm seeing with this Page of Wands is he's not looking directly to the past. I mean, some of you might be. Maybe this is your energy. But you don't look like you're looking to the past. It looks like you're looking forward. So I actually feel that this is kind of saying that the obstacle you need to overcome is putting the past to the past and looking forward. Because I think that that's you on the card, Aries. I think it's you in your most excited, enthusiastic, exhilarated form. Because that's the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is not interested in looking to the past, no matter what age he is. You know, if the Page of Wands' mum was to come up to him and say, oh, give me a kiss, he'd be like, get off, I'm not a child anymore. That's what the Page of Wands would say. He'd be like, get off, I'm going to play with my friends. You know, his mum would go, because he's a cute little kid, the Page of Wands is. But whenever I think about the Page of Wands, it reminds me of the kid with the dirty knees, the dirty little cheeks, you know, handing gravel in the woods with his friends. He reminds me of one of the Stranger Things. Have you seen Stranger Things? He reminds me of one of the kids from there, because they're just really inquisitive, and they, you know, they like to find out about ghosts and aliens and all this shit, you know. Page of Cups might be a little bit sensitive about that, a little bit scared. Page of Pentacles will probably be interested, but he'll be like, let me think about that a moment, you know. What's in it for me? What can I learn from it? But this guy just kind of, and the same as the Page of Swords. Page of Swords and Page of Wands are more than likely going to be the type of kids that are going to be like, I want to go into that wood. I'm not afraid. I just want to see what's there. I want to see if it really, aliens really do exist. That's the type of dudes these young kids are. And I think that with this being the past, with the Six of Cups energy, and this being, can you see, he's not even looking here, he's just looking forward, he's not looking towards the past. So it's almost like the obstacle that you guys need to overcome this week, especially if there's something to do with an unresolved issue here, Aries. The obstacle you need to overcome is putting something to the past, and with your kind of childlike eyes, excitable eyes, enthusiastic eyes for what's around the corner, inquisitive eyes, just look towards the future and, you know, explore a new journey with that Page of Wands energy. What is the major accomplishment? What's an accomplishment you're making this week, Aries? The moon is your accomplishment. So I feel that, you know, it's funny because on this card, there's no, what I notice is there's no kind of crayfish or crab coming out of the sea, out of the water. There's just a couple of dogs or wolves barking. Now, usually with the moon card, what this means is you see the moon and the dogs barking. The dogs barking are your restlessness. So they're your mental restlessness. The crab coming out is starting to understand. He's starting to, there's no crab here. So how can we call the moon a major accomplishment? Well, I certainly feel that you are awakening to something. That's what I would say with this. Because I think that the dogs are very restless because they are awakened to the light of the moon. So the guidance that it gives, and it kind of shakes the dogs up a little bit. They're sensing stuff with that moon. You know, like a werewolf would sense things and would turn into a werewolf, I guess, when the moon comes up. The same as the dogs. As soon as the moon comes up, they're kind of like starting to get this kind of sixth sense thing going on. They're starting to kind of feel, it's almost like the energy is awakened. And I feel that, if anything, the accomplishment is that you are awakened with the moon energy. But what are you awakened to? Are you awakened to this, that you've got to leave the past behind and look to the future? Because you've got unresolved issues. There's something here that you're awakened to. What is it you need to avoid? Just carrying these burdens. 10 of Wands. Some of you guys might need to avoid just doing too much as well, just on a side note. Because the 10 of Wands is too much, carrying too much work, carrying too much responsibility. And I'm just going to clarify that card and ask what it is you're carrying too much of. Because it's burdens, but what are the burdens? What is the burden that Aries needs to avoid carrying? What is the burden that Aries needs to avoid carrying in 1 to 2 cards? Oh wow, look, 10 of Swords. Betrayal. Breakup. Guilt. I think you guys are feeling guilty because the 10 of Swords can mean an overkill of thoughts, and this is a guilty card. What is Aries feeling guilty about? What is Aries feeling guilty about? 5 of Coins. Money, loss, financial loss, failure, a relationship that didn't work out, something that failed. You've got the 5 of Coins sitting there. Can you see that, guys? Sorry, the lighting is playing havoc with the cards. But there's a great deal of guilt over your position in life, 5 of Coins energy. Some of you guys lost money, maybe a bad deal. Some of you guys had to cast someone out of your life and you're feeling guilty about that and you're kind of struggling with it. And maybe what's happening here for some of you Aries people is that this is an unresolved... It looks like the guilt to me with the 10 of Swords is the unresolved energy of the Judgment in the reverse, which is the theme of the reading. You've actually got this unresolved kind of guilt going on. You've not resolved it. You've got a lot of conflict going on within you, I think, Aries, showing up in this reading. I think that some of you guys are really conflicted and you're feeling really guilty. Maybe you're feeling really guilty about somebody who's, you know, not having a great time. Maybe you're in a better position than someone else. Maybe you've lost money. Maybe, you know, you lost money or you know, it contributed to somebody else losing money. Maybe you had to throw someone out, 5 of Coins. Maybe you had to turn your back on someone, 5 of Coins. There's all sorts of things with the 5 of Coins, you know. But what is it you need to embrace? The world. You need to embrace new experiences with the world energy. And you need to get out of your head and just go out in the world and experience stuff. You know, because the world is a vast card and it's a vast place. But also the world is about transformation and new beginnings. So maybe some of you guys really need to kind of go out there and embrace that this is a new beginning. And that, you know, you need to kind of just... Because I think that when I look at this reading, in a way, Aries, what it reminds me of is that people who... are holding on to unresolved guilt, and that's you, Aries. I think some of you guys are holding on to unresolved guilt for the way that a relationship has gone, or a situation with money has gone with others, or whatever it is. And you know, you are filled with the desire with the Knight of Cups, because you are showing as being the Knight of Cups. Your heart, you know, you're following your heart's desires. All right, because the theme of the week is about unresolved issues. So I'm just going to ask what your desire is. What is Aries' desire for this week? In 1 to 2 cards. What is Aries' desire for this week? In 1 to 2 cards. Queen of Coins, Aries. Which is, sometimes this is to take responsibility and ownership. Alright? But the Queen of Coins is to be financially stable. The Queen of Coins energy. But also to be resourceful. Because that's what she is. She's all about being resourceful. I mean, some of you guys, your heart's desire might be for a person. It might be for a person who's the Queen of Coins. Maybe there's something in the past with somebody else that couldn't be resolved. And maybe your goal is to find out who this person is. You could read it all sorts of ways. So it might be that for some of you guys. But you need to... I think that if that's the case, if this is love, because Knight of Cups can certainly be a love card, Aries, and there is somebody in the frame here. But the theme of the week is really that you've not resolved a situation with the Judgment in the reverse, and your key goal is to kind of find some insight on that with the Hermit energy showing here. You want to solve this. You want to resolve this energy here of the Judgment. Through the Hermit, you'd like to resolve the energy of Judgment reverse. Okay, but you know, it might be that, you know, in the current self, you're kind of showing interest in someone here, potentially. However, the obstacle you need to overcome is kind of letting go of the past and looking to the future, because it might be that you have a desire to, for some of you guys, to be with someone else because there is something from somewhere else that's not being resolved. Even though you want to look into it and get kind of to the heart of the matter, there's still something that's not being resolved. And that's why in this area it might be saying, well, yeah, you might be interested in someone else, but you're still holding on to the past to a certain extent, Aries. And that's the obstacle you need to overcome. Letting go of the past and looking to the future, you know. And it might be in the, what you need to avoid is just feeling the pressure, and the pressure is of guilt. Maybe you hurt someone, Aries. Maybe you push someone out of your life with the 5 of coins. But, you know, if this is the case, to a certain extent in this area here, and it's a romantic thing, then all this person is just an a distraction, because you keep saying that you're going to sort a situation out, but yet you're looking for distractions not to do that, if that makes any sense. The other way that we can look at it is that, of course, as I said, Aries, is that some of you guys, your heart's desire is to feel comfortable financially with the Queen of Coins energy. You know, you've been putting a lot of hard work and effort into a area of your life, and you've been financial area, work, that type of thing. And, you know, you've been waiting arduously for results to come in, you know. But you just need to go out there and embrace the world, guys, you know, and embrace that this is the ending of a chapter now, and you've got to move on. Because some of you guys, even though you're saying you're moving on, judging by this Hermit wanting to, the goal for the week, getting some clear insights into what this unresolved issue is, it kind of clearly says to me that you still care about a situation here, whether you like to think it or not. And maybe it's time just to let that go. What is the thing, what is it, where can you find support? Excuse me. Where can you find support if you need it? You can find it from the 4 of Coins. That's interesting. How can the 4 of Coins offer you support, Aries? Well, let's have a look at the card. This man is holding 4 coins close to him, and he's not sharing anything. I think that you can find support from someone that you can completely trust, not to share your information personally. 4 of Coins, so I see the 4 of Coins as a bank, especially if there's something to do with money issues happening here for some of you guys. He's not a money lender though, so that would be pointless. He's not a money lender, he doesn't like lending money, he's holding on to 4 coins, so that's not a money lending card. I just feel that you can get support maybe with that 4 of Coins from somebody who is very private, if you know anyone like that. Somebody who's not going to share your secrets. Somebody who's not going to kind of open up about everything you've said. That's the only thing I can think at the moment. So when you do tarot, you've got to think quick, because these videos have to be quick, and sometimes you can't think, oh, what's that trying to say to me? Different for personal readings, because you can, even if somebody orders a 15-minute reading, it doesn't matter. You could go on for 30 minutes, 40 minutes in a 15-minute reading. But when you've time allotted on YouTube and you've got loads of other readings to do, then, you know, you've got to keep it short and snappy. So you can get support from this 4 of Coins dude. Could be a Capricorn. He's actually representative of Capricorn. Could be a Capricorn. Or it could simply be someone who you don't see that often. Or somebody who's very careful. What is the spiritual advice? Stick with it. That's interesting. Because I'm telling you to let go of it, and it's telling you to stick with it. I think if this is financial, just keep on in there. You'll be fine. Because, you know, for example, if your heart's desire is to, with the Queen of Coins this week, if you're showing the Knight of Cups, which is you're following your heart's desire, and I'm asking, well, what's that heart desire about? Well, it's about a Queen of Coins. All right? It doesn't necessarily have to be a person. It might be about your business, for example. It might be something about you having invested a lot and you're waiting for something to happen financially or business-wise. Theme for the week is something's not being resolved yet. Judgment reversed. And you're looking to, you know, your goal is to look into it, or maybe you're looking to get someone to look into it, Aries. Leave the past behind is the obstacle to be overcome, and look to the future. So whatever it is that you felt, and I think the failing comes here because we've got this, you guys struggling here. You know, you've got this major breakthrough happening though, this kind of enlightenment, this epiphany I'm seeing here with the moon energy as your major accomplishment this week. There is an epiphany coming to some of you guys. But I feel that you need to avoid struggling with guilt. The guilt of maybe losing money, the guilt of not having any money if it's a money situation. And you just need to stick with, I guess, whatever this is. The only thing I can see is you sticking with this. Okay. I feel that if it's a romantic thing, you need to stick with this. Look, getting some insight into the thing that's been unresolved. And whatever it is, I'm just going to check on what has been unresolved. What is unresolved here? Judgment reverse. What is it that's unresolved with Judgment reverse? One to two cards. Oh my God, you've got your Knight of Cups. Your feelings. You've got unresolved feelings with the Knight of Cups energy. Okay. You've got unresolved feelings. What are these unresolved feelings about? What are these unresolved feelings about? Oh, a King of Wands reversed. This is somebody who's treated you not very good. I mean, King of Wands reverse can also be you because it's an Aries or a Leo card, but I'm thinking this is someone else. This is someone who's a flipper. You know, this is someone who 1 minute says he's going to do one thing and then the next minute doesn't do it. This is someone who flies off the handle really quickly. I think that this might be love for some of you guys. I mean, at first I thought it might be finance, but I don't think it is. I think it's love. I think that this Queen of Coins is the King of Wands in the reverse. I think they're the same person. And I think that your heart's desire, we'll read this through again then. I think that for some of you Aries, your heart's desire with the Knight of Cups is for a Queen of Coins. This is the person. This could have been a Capricorn, Taurus. Usually she's a Capricorn though. Okay. Usually she's a Capricorn female or male. Doesn't have to be though, Taurus, Virgo as well, but she doesn't have to be any of those things. She could just be somebody. And I think that this person, it would appear to me for some of you Aries, this person, you know, if she's not a sort of an earth sign, she was very down to earth as an individual, male or female. I mean, this is someone you really trusted. And I think that your heart still desires a person that you really trusted. They were really down to earth. You didn't have any reason to feel concerned about this individual at all, Aries. I just think that you didn't have any, because she wouldn't give you any concern at all, the Queen of Coins. She just wouldn't give you any concern at all. So I do think there was somebody there that you were very concerned, you know, that you just felt like you were going to get married, you were going to have, you know, the relationship of a lifetime. And this was someone that you put a lot of work into and you were expecting to get something back from. But I think that the theme of the week is that there's an unresolved issue here. And what's unresolved is the Knight of Cups energy, your feelings. Well, what is the feeling about? Well, it's about this person who just suddenly flipped on you, King of Wands in the reverse. They appeared to be this and then they became this. And your goal is to get to the heart of the matter. You want to find out for the week. You're like, I want to find out what the fuck's gone wrong. You know, we were going good. This person seemed really normal because the Queen of Coins is very kind of traditional and normal. But you need to get over the obstacle of kind of living in the past and holding on to, you know, to a certain extent, a naive concept. Because there might be certain things that you just saw that you wanted to see with that Six of Cups energy. And really with the Page of Wands, I think you've just got to, you know, the universe is saying you've just got to look forward, Aries. I think that what you're going to accomplish, though, with the Moon energy is this major kind of spiritual awakening. And it's a psychic awakening as well. You know, suddenly you're just going to get hit in the head and you're like, fuck, I get it. I see it. You see it all with the Moon energy. You really do see it all. It's just like this attack of conscience, which is what the dogs are with the Moon. It's like, fuck, I get it. I really get it. You're just going to get it. What you need to avoid is struggling with this thing because you're struggling with the Ten of Swords energy. And I think that actually this isn't your guilt. Some of you guys, it might be guilt, but I don't think it is because I think this person is the one that cast you out. I don't think you cast this. At first I thought this might have been you, but it's not. This person cast you out, you didn't cast them out. So you need to avoid struggling with, you know, being betrayed, being hurt, Ten of Swords energy, and feeling like an outcast. Feeling almost like with the Five of Coins that nobody's ever going to love you. Because how could you have found somebody who was so normal and so right, and then suddenly they just flipped on you? So almost, in a way, it's kind of reverse. Like you're just kind of turning it on yourself and saying, oh, I'm to blame for this. The universe says you need to just embrace the world. Just embrace that it was an experience and embrace that it was just a lesson for you to learn, Aries. It's just one of those things. If you need support, go to the Four of Coins. This is somebody that won't share your secrets, I guess, with the Four of Coins energy. All right. This is somebody who's not going to gloat. This is somebody who's just all for themselves. and just stick with it. And when we say stick with it, it's not actually sticking with thinking about it, all of those energies there, Aries. It's really saying stick with it, because it's kind of saying to you, well, just stick with it, just stick with life, you know, just stick with it. And if anything, you've got to stick with this energy here. This is the main play, and this one here. All right, so it says stop focusing on the past and look to the future. You know, go out there and explore other territory and other people. You know, you just, and I think in a way, when I look between the lines of the reading for some of you Aries, you're going to find it hard to trust, because how could you, when we all do it, when we meet someone and they appear to be just really, really, really normal, like, you're just kind of like, oh yeah, they're all right, man. This person is so down to earth. Queen of Coins and King of Coins, they're always down to earth dudes. And you're kind of, oh man, yeah, really down to earth, really lovely in that. And I put a lot of work in, and I was just waiting for this thing to be reciprocated and stuff, but they didn't come back and do it. They just kind of flipped on me, King of Wands reversed. But the universe is saying just embrace this as a lesson with the world energy. And, you know, if you need advice or support, go to someone who is just going to kind of, you know, listen to you, and, you know, because he's just sitting there. Just sit by and listen and let you talk, I guess, as well. And just stick with it. You know, you're doing okay. You're doing okay. It's not you. It really is this time them. Seriously. All right. Let's get your, very quickly get your 15 card reading in. And this is looking at 5 cards for your, any other energy, sorry, coming in. 5 cards for, we're going to get these ones up, and we're going to use the Stephen Bright cards. I really enjoy using those, actually. Well, actually, no. I think we'll use the Witch's Tarot for a change, come to think about it. Yeah, I think we'll use those instead for the 15 card reading. Though I do love Stephen Bright one. I just thought we'd change it up, Aries, for you guys. Right. Okay. So, let's have a look at the final reading. Universe Spirit, show me 5 cards, please, for Aries. Any other energies coming in that you need them to know about? 17th to the 23rd of June, 2019, show me. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then can you show me love? 5 cards for love coming in for Aries. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And can you show me 5 more cards, please, for work and finance for Aries between the 17th and 23rd of June 2019? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. Right, let's have a look. So for other energies, 9 of Coins is nice. So financial gain is the 9 of Coins. Could be something also to do with property and leisure. Aries, let's have a look. Oh, you've got 2 9s. So you're definitely nearing completion on something here. This could be property matters as well. You're definitely nearing, for example, some of you guys might be signing a lease on a new apartment or something like that. Some of you guys are also going to be feeling really, really happy and secure, and just generally feeling good about, you know, having your own space and your own environment and that type of thing this week, Aries. What else are we looking at here? Wow, you've got 9 of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. That's really good. That's like a gambling type of thing. Can you see she looks like she's in front of a gambling wheel, like she's in one of those kind of places that they do, you know, gamble on the tables and stuff. You know, I'm wondering if this is money showing up here. Oh no, well, it's a 4 of Cups showing up here. That's interesting. See, that can change to that. Can you see? So happiness, 9 of Cups can change because the wheel is turning. Wheel is not always about good luck. It's just telling you that it's turning to this dissatisfaction. I do feel some of you guys could have some nearing completion on signing maybe for a new apartment this week. I do feel some of you guys are feeling happy just to kind of be in your own environment and have your own space. But also for some of you guys, it might be that happiness here changes suddenly this week to feeling a little bit of discontentment with that 4 of Cups energy. It's discontentment over some form of a conflict some of you guys have got here. All right, so you might have some form of conflict, family conflict as well. So your happiness, especially if you're kind of like putting a a down payment on a flat and you're moving in and stuff like that this week. But this changes because you seem to have some, you know, this happiness that you're feeling at the start of the week might just gradually kind of change a little bit. It's saying here 4 of Cups, a little bit discontentment with 5 of Wands, whatever it is, challenges, you know, arguments, conflicts, that type of thing. But whatever it is, it won't last. It's a pip card and it's just probably very petty. Let's have a look at love. Oh, that's nice. Star. All right, star is all about alignment. So universal alignment. Usually this is kind of finding the one, finding your soulmate. Oh, nice. Star in the 6 of Wands. I think that some of you guys are finally finding someone that you really like. This feels very fresh to me in these two areas. Things look very, very positive with the star energy. You guys achieving, what are you achieving? 6 of Wands energy showing up here. Oh, Page of Wands energy. So Page of Wands is all about new relationships, and it's all about not flings as such, but communication or things looking really positive. There's an achievement being made here. Communication, Page of Wands, or getting some good news. Usually when you get the Page of Wands, it will be a text message, and it will be a text message to say something like, do you want to go out for something to eat? Or, you know, would you like to go out for a meal tonight? Or would you like to go to the fairground? Or, you know, would you like to go out for a bit of fun? That's what the Page of Wands is. So I think that you guys are really positive here. You guys are really achieving. You are riding high, Aries. There's news coming to you with the Page of Wands energy. And it's really nice news as well coming in. From a King of Coins. There he is. Sits on there. There's a King of Coins. Okay. Sitting on there. Alright. So there's news coming in from this dude here. For some of you guys, if it's not news coming from here, you're doing the initiating with the Page of Wands. You're riding high, probably after speaking to a King of Wands, a King of Pentacles character showing here. 3 of Coins. This person's looking at the value of, he's kind of considering, oh yeah, that'd be quite good to develop a relationship with. This looks very new to me in this area here. So for you guys, Aries, this week, I think love looks very positive. Remember, it's a general reading, so not everything will, you know, refer to everyone. Just remember that, because a lot of people forget that it is just general. So some things are going to be for some and some not for others. But this definitely feels very fresh in this area here. Aries, very, very, very fresh. Feels good. Feels good. It's almost like your hopes are being realised here. You know, you've definitely got that success and victory. 6 of Wands energy. It's success and victory when it comes to love. It's about finding the one. Communication, Page of Wands will usually be chit chat or, you know, email, text messages. Do you want to go out for something to eat? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? From a King of Pentacles, or you're doing that. All right. If you're doing that, this person's definitely considering meeting up. 3 of Coins is also meeting up and doing social things. If this person's communicating with you, it will be to go out and have a meal, because this person's kind of looking at the value of kind of probably dating you or developing a relationship with you. Really good energy here, Aries. Finally, for your work, lovers. Lovers is usually a partnership. Can be a choice as well. All right, 10 of Wands. I'm seeing a partnership becoming a strain. So it might be with the lovers energy, Aries, that this could be a credit card. Because lovers, when we talk about partnerships in finances, it can be literally kind of who you're partnering up with. So, for example, if you've got a mortgage, you need to pay the mortgage people. That's your partner. If you've got, you know, if you rent, you pay the landlord. That's your partner. If you've got credit cards, you've got your partner. You know, so this is the partnership here. I think that one is under strain here in terms of your finances here. 4 of Swords energy. Some of you guys looking for take a bit of a break on that with the 4 of Swords energy. Because 4 of Swords can say, you know, can I have a bit of time off from paying? So some of you guys might be struggling to pay your bills here, like your credit cards or your mortgages. And it might be that you're saying to yourself, you know what, I'd really love a break. I'd like them to give me a bit more time maybe with the 4 of Swords energy. I'm seeing a Queen of Swords. So discussions with someone who is able to give you information is the Queen of Swords energy showing here. Hanged Man. So let's have a look at this energy here. So the Hanged Man is putting things on hold, okay? I definitely see 2 cards showing you putting your finances or financial payments on a bit of, you want a bit of a pay break, some of you guys do. This could be debt relief as well, because the 10 of Wands can talk about debt as well. Okay. And some of you guys, if the Lovers is a decision, you might have decided to relieve yourself of your debts, because the Ten of Wands in a financial reading, I think this is financial, but the Ten of Wands in a financial reading talks about debt because it's oppression. Some of you guys might decide to relieve yourself of debt by talking about, maybe with the Hanged Man energy, either putting payments on hold or doing things kind of slightly differently concerning your finances. So for example, doing some form of a payment plan, that type of thing, or you know, putting your finances into some form of IVA or something like that, debt consolidation plan, that type of thing. And also this can be to consolidate, because consolidating is bringing together, and the Lovers and Two of Cups is bringing things together. So in terms of your finances, that might be consolidating debt. Some of you guys are thinking to consolidate your debts, okay? Have a bit of a break from having to pay so much out. Talking with a Queen of Swords, I guess, showing here. All right. About how you can put maybe some payments on hold, that type of thing. Alright, that is your reading for the week, guys. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.